Hey everybody, it's Flexible Friday again. My name is Janelle, and not only am I a professional dancer, but I'm also a holistic healthcare practitioner. And for the past several Flexible Friday episodes, I feel like we've really been focusing on our leg flexibility, like really getting our legs up there, which is awesome. But we also need to work on some other body parts too, including things like our neck, our hands, our fingers. So for today's Flexible Friday episode, I want to do some things sitting down in a chair that you can do anywhere. If you have a desk job, you can take breaks and do this just sitting at your desk. Just takes a couple of minutes of time and not a lot of space. So first of all, if you're sitting in a chair, what the tendency is that we're slumped forward. So I want you to start out by trying to sit up tall by making what? Happy butt. So use happy butt and sit up really tall and inhale and lift your ribs, puff your chest. Now the tendency is when we puff our chest, we go, I don't want you to do this. I want you to puff your chest, but depress your shoulders. Pull your shoulders down and make your neck. I oftentimes think about like a giraffe. Giraffes are so beautiful. They have these gorgeous long necks, and we all aspire to have long necks and to have relaxed shoulders, not like stressed out shoulders, right? But in life, a lot of us are really stressed out. And where do we carry our stress? In our shoulders. So inhale, puff your chest and depress your shoulders down. Take one arm and reach it over your head and pull gently your ear towards your shoulder. Now, while you're doing this, depress this opposite shoulder down. Pull your opposite shoulder down. Now, as I said before, the tendency is the shoulder wants to come up. Don't do this. Fight that urge. And notice that as you inhale, we inflate the body, and then you exhale and deflate, and everything relaxes. Then from here, I want you to take your neck and turn it at a diagonal. So my chin is coming towards this side of my chest. I'm going to take my hand and put it on my bun back here. And again, I'm going to use the weight of the back of my hand to pull my neck down. Again, an inhale, I inflate, and then exhale, and everything deflates. I let my head roll to the center, relax my head, relax everything, and then inhale and inflate again. Again, just like a balloon. So I deflated on the exhale, and then inflate. On the inhale, we lift the chest and depress the shoulders down. And then we're gonna do the opposite side. So my head, my ear is gonna come towards my shoulder, not my shoulder up to my ear. And take my arm, that's my same arm as ear that's close to the shoulder, and then just gently pull my head over while depressing that opposite shoulder. I'm gonna actively pull that opposite arm down. Again, this is the tendency, right? If you're following along with me, maybe you're already noticing, okay, my shoulders want to creep up a little bit. Pull those shoulders down automatically. If I roll the heads of my shoulders back and I pull my ribs upward, or I inhale and inflate, exhale, deflate, notice it goes further. From here, I'm going to take my chin and I'm going to turn it to the diagonal. Now you're seeing this nice profile, this line here on the side of my face. I'm going to take my hand now to the back of my head and pull my head down. And do the same thing. I inhale, inflate, exhale, deflate. And then I can even round a little bit further here to get into that upper back area. Release, let my head go down, and now I'm totally deflated here, totally relaxed, shoulders are down, and then inhale, inflate to recover all the way back up to the center, and that's how you can work on stretching your neck. Isn't that nice? And again, multiple times. So inhale, exhale, deflate, long neck like a giraffe. I'm pulling my ribs up, exhale, deflate. I'm making happy butt, so I'm sitting up nice and tall without clenching anywhere else in my body. And the tendency again is this shoulder to creep up by the ear. We want it to depress down. We want it to soften down, relax down. Let it all relax. Now this opposite arm, what? If I want to go a little further, I pull it down actively. Oh, and you can feel all that deep stretch. Chin towards your clavicle bone here. This bone right here tilted towards the clavicle bone. Again, without affecting the shoulders. No nonsense in the shoulders, right? Just turn the head, mobilize the head, and then hand comes to the back of the skull and gently pull it down. And you can, again, round back, deflate completely. Let it feel good. It needs to feel good. Release the hand. Oh, that feels so nice. I feel like I have a new head. Okay, so the next exercise that I want to show you that you can do just sitting down here in the chair. You can even just chill, sit back in the chair. So your arm is going to come out in front of you and my pinky finger is going to rotate towards my chest. So if my palm is out in front of me, my pinky finger is going to rotate to my chest and my thumb is going to push on the pinky side. The pinky side. Oh, that feels so nice. So this is the ulnar side of the forearm and this is the radial side. So the ulna and the radius. And the way we remember this is like rad, radius, rad, if you want to know your anatomy. So the ulnar side of the forearm here, we're going to press there on that pinky finger, on this little part right here. I'm going to take my thumb, and again, my palm is facing towards me, put my thumb on my pinky side finger, relax my arm as if it isn't even my own, and then push and spiral my arm. And you can kind of play. You can see how I'm pushing on it there. It can go directly out in front of my chest. You can see this opposite side there, directly out. And if I want to do it and sit up nice and tall and inflate and then release it and then look, the arm spirals right back. And maybe we go in the opposite direction. So here we go. If the palm is facing away from my body now, like a high five, I'm going to spiral my thumb away from me and go in the opposite direction. And that feels so good. Now this is the radius side. So rad, radius, this is that side. I'm spiraling that away from me. And you don't want to spaz your hand out when you're doing it. Keep it nice and relaxed, as if it's not even your own. It's somebody else's and you're doing it to somebody else. Now this is different from, I'm not activating this pressure point here. I'm literally pushing on the bone to spiral it open to stretch my forearm there. So here's on the other side. Now I'm going to start with the ulnar side, the pinky side finger. This is the part we're stretching right here. So here's my palm. I'm turning my pinky finger towards my chest, and I'm going to take my opposite thumb and push it and spiral it around. So again, pinky finger coming towards me. It's going away. So here's one side of it. If I turn this way, here we go. There's the pinky side. Inhale and then spiral, and then you can just kind of play with the level of the arm there. Feels so good. Oh God, that feels really good. And then give it a relax for a second, and then I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So now if my palm is away from me, I'm going to send my thumb away. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So I'm taking, again, it's with this opposite thumb, going in the opposite direction and pushing my thumb on my what side? My radius. Push and spiral away. So from the side here we go, the palm is away from me and I push on the thumb. Inhale, inflate, exhale, deflate. And then maybe to finish it off, maybe we'll want to interlace our fingers. So here's the comfortable side of the interlace of my fingers. And again, I'm sitting back in my chair and inhale, just reach the arms up above the head, big long stretch. Good. And then from there, maybe just relax your arms and relax. And then now change the uncomfortable side. Comfortable side, up, awkward side, interlace, change it. Get used to both sides, right? We want to be really balanced in both sides of our bodies, even though, maybe most of us aren't totally ambidextrous, but we want to try to balance out both sides of our bodies as much as we can. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you got some really good insight on how to stretch your neck and how to do a couple of things just sitting down. The forearms, neck, hands. It's like a little dance. Anyways, everybody, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next Flexible Friday. Thanks, everyone.